Okay, okay. Hot take incoming. Dishonored is a good game. I know, that's like a really bold claim, but it's just, I finished it like a week ago. Hold on, let me like look. I have Steam open right now. When did I finish it? I finished it, um, a week and a day ago. I finished it 8 days ago. It's like so good. I played it like 5 years ago, but I was like a dumb little idiot and I just played through the game by like killing everybody because I didn't have any patience for like the stealth. And then I replayed it because I was like, because I mean, like for the past like year, I've been like, oh, I really want to play Dishonored 2 and Death of the Outsider, but but I I don't remember the story for Dishonored, so I need to replay it. But it was like, oh, but I don't really want to because I already played that game, and I didn't really vibe with it a lot. Oh my god, replaying that game was like the, one of the best decisions I've made in a while because it's so peak. I mean, okay, so like the stealth is. I mean, I started Dishonored 2, and in Dishonored 2, I feel like the stealth makes a little more sense and is a little less forgiving than Dishonored 1. But like, oh my god, I didn't. Okay. So I did a non-lethal playthrough and like a low chaos playthrough. I didn't do like a ghost playthrough because for some reason I thought that would be too hard, but like I really wouldn't have. I'm going for that now in Dishonored 2 with my first playthrough. I really should have done that, but I'll take any excuse to replay Dishonored 1. But I did it non-lethally, and that was like such a fun way to play the game, and it was so engaging and interesting because I could kind of just like, okay, so like I think for like two different reasons. For like, also yeah, there's like construction going on. I don't give a shit. I'm just riffing. Um, is that is so the number one thing that I like about that is like the role playing aspect. So like obviously spoilers for Dishonored. So like don't watch this if you haven't played it. But you know, you can pretty much justify any playstyle with the role playing aspect. You could say that a lethal playthrough where Corvo, like a high chaos playthrough, makes sense because Corvo, his wife is dead. He's probably in the kidnapped his daughter. He's probably really upset about that. So, you know, and all these people are working for and protecting his enemies. You know, that makes sense. That he would kill, and he would kill his enemies, like the all the targets, to make sure that they wouldn't ever do anything like that again. Just to be 100% sure they're not gonna find any way back if they're dead. But like the non-lethal playthrough and a low chaos playthrough also makes sense from a role playing aspect because you could say that this is how I thought of it, is that Corvo is, in spite of how upset he is about everything, he's trying to like uphold the Empress's like vision of like this like good society. And you know, he kind of has this mindset where, oh, I'm not gonna kill the guards because, you know, they're just working class, you know, like, I mean, they're class traders, but he's probably thinking out there because, you know, I mean, Corvo's kind of like, he's like upper class anyway, so, you know, he's probably thinking, oh, they're like lower class, they just do the bidding of whoever else, like whoever's in charge. They're not the ones like directly responsible for everything that's wrong. They're stuck in it like everybody else. And you know, so he wouldn't kill them. And then the targets, he also wouldn't kill them because he's sort of taking the high road, like, you know, which I guess I wouldn't personally agree with that, especially if they're like, which, I mean, I don't really, hold on, I don't want to go on a tangent. Let me just finish with my other thought, is that he wouldn't kill them because he wants to be better than them and wants to uphold the morality of the conspiracy against the Lord Regent, and he is trying to, again, uphold like the idea of like a perfect society. And then oh yeah, but all of them I don't really agree with either side because they're both just like authoritarians. I mean, I don't think a society with an empress is a good idea. I call me that one friend that's too woke, but like, I don't think any place with an empress sounds like a good place. That sounds like a dystopia to me, just a little bit. I don't care if the fascist is a woman. I guess I don't know if she's not a okay, well, she might be a fascist because all the characters in Dishonored are white for whatever reason. That's not really. I don't know. It's not really. Actually, it's hard to say that's not really important because it's something that stood out to me so much, especially when I played Dishonored 2, and I was like, yeah, there are black people in this game. What's the deal with Dishonored 1? That's like the one thing that's like weird about it to me. The rest, otherwise, it's like peak, But and okay, and then from the gameplay perspective of doing a non-lethal low chaos playthrough, is how cool it is that you can't just like knock people out. It's not just like you're pressing a different button. You have to figure out what the method is to like get rid of that person without killing them. So like, one of my favorites was the brothers. I forgot their names. The Pendleton brothers. How you have to do the mission for the mission for Slackjaw first, and you have to get him you gotta get him access to the art dealer's safe or whatever, right? And then he makes them disappear in a creative way, and he sends them to like their own mines, shaves their heads, cuts out their tongues, sends them to their own like mines to work. And my other favorite one was the one at the party level of like the masquerade ball. It was like probably one of my favorite levels, just because it's so funny how like you can just like steal stuff and no one cares. Like all the guests are just like, oh yeah, we're all stealing stuff, it's cool. But I really like how you can kind of just, because what I did is I didn't know that Lady Boyle, I forgot which one it was, but I didn't know that she was like paranoid or anything about like I didn't know that she would just straight up believe me. So I just kind of walked up to her and when I figured out who it was, and I realized I could talk to her and just tell her that, and I was like, how funny would that be? And so I did it, and then she just believed me. And then afterwards, after I took her down to the cellar where the guy like took her away to safety, after I did that, I was snooping around and stealing stuff in like the restricted area upstairs, and I found her like diary saying that she was like paranoid and thinking that someone's gonna come after her. So that was really cool, and I thought that was really awesome. I really like the setting. Also, the setting's really cool. Kind of steampunky, I guess, but I don't know. I think the plague is a cool thing, and I like how, also like the setting, because I like how, your gameplay can impact it, and you can just, like, make it so much worse with, like, high chaos. I like that, obviously it's an immersive sim, so I like that, and I think it's cool that you can play it any way you really want. You can be completely sneaky. You can be sneaky and kill people, be sneaky and not kill people. You can go loud every single mission. And it's just so cool. Immersive sims are awesome. Dishonored is awesome. You should play it if you haven't already. It was on sale a little while ago. Goes on sale for really cheap. But yeah. That's it. Bye bye.